I'm Christian Lamichka for Country Music News International, and today on the show we have John Anderson. John, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
John, 2 years ago we met the first time. What happened since that time?
A lot of stuff has happened. I'm really living the dream. I had a couple singles go top 40 and top 30 on the Music Row charts, which was really exciting. And I've just been traveling and touring a lot with my band and just getting to open for people like Eric Paslay and Jamie Lynn Spears. So it's been a good couple of years.
Someone told me you had such a lot of fun with touring together with your band. How it is to hang out with all these guys a long time together?
It's so good. We're basically like a family now. I mean, we're all around the same age, so we're all like going through the same stuff and can relate. And we're paying our dues together. So whatever adventures we have, it kind of just bonds us together closer every time. And so we're just like a big happy family. They're all like my brothers, and so it's just getting to travel all the time with like 4 of my big brothers. So.
Folks, by the way, she have this great EP where 6 songs on it. That's why they call it an EP and not LP. Which is the favorite song on it?
My favorite song is probably a song called Please Don't. It's one of the most personal songs that I've ever written, and it was just one of those writing sessions that was kind of just a therapy session. You know, the emotions needed to get out, and it's just kind of about when you get your heart broken, just having the courage to go back out there and put your heart on the line and stuff. So it's probably my favorite one on the album.
So, 2 years ago, you were 2 years younger. Let's see, me too.
Yeah.
What changed by the music you're playing? Because I remember the music you played 2 years ago were a little bit different.
It was, yeah. A lot of the stuff that I released a couple years ago was songs that I had written in high school, and I was just very new to Nashville, very new to the whole scene. But the music now has definitely taken on a little bit more of a more mature sound, and just I've done a lot of experimenting with just fusing a couple different styles in together with the country music. So the songs are just more from experiences of stuff that's happened on the road or being in college for a couple of years and just, being older in my 20s now as opposed to like a 17-year-old in college and stuff. So it's just definitely a little bit more of a mature sound and just kind of going with the flow of what's you hear on country radio these days.
2 years in experience in country music now means a good road story for us might be.
Oh yeah, there's lots of good road stories. When we stay, we're on a very short budget, so we stay in like a lot of like Super 8 motels and just not necessarily the nicest places you've ever been, which always have adventures. And one of the times, I'm like a very paranoid person, so I always like joke that like we're gonna get kidnapped or like something weird is gonna happen. And we were checking into one of the motels, and normally if you're like a girl checking in by yourself, like the rules, like they're not supposed to say your room number out loud just in case anyone's listening. And so they said my room number out loud, and I like went out to my band and I was like, guys, they like said what room we were in, so someone's probably gonna come kidnap us, like just joking. And so we're walking up to the door and it's like slightly cracked open, and we were like, this is just weird, like that's not supposed to happen. And so I kind of like poke it, and my bandmates I found out are like wimps, like they would not protect me in that situation. Okay. They were like, you go first, like you try it. And I was like, okay. And so I like tapped it and like pushed it open, and there's like this little old lady that appeared like out of nowhere, and like she screamed and we screamed, and they had like told us the wrong room number. And so we were supposed to be the room across from her, but they wrote hers, and she was like so terrified because there's just like, these like 20-year-olds like standing in front of her room, and her husband had like gone out and just left the door ajar, and we were all just like having like heart attacks. And we were like, okay, so that just happened.
Okay. So, folks, if you want to stay up with the latest news about her, stay here at Country Music News International or go to...
You can go to jordanandersоncountry.com.
So, have a good one. See you next time here from Nashville, Tennessee.